writing names, and I just started writing. And I
Wow.
kid you not, I went straight on my Instagram and I put up, guys, hey, guys, what names do you like for book? Adulting 101, The Millennial Mind. The Millennial Mind 1. Shows that. I say, guys, these are the chapter names I came up with. Which ones are they like? They're like, yeah, we love all of these except for this one. Great. And then after that, I said, you know what? I'm really good at planning. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, it gets done. So
Yeah.
let me make a plan, do it in phases.
Yeah.
That turned into 1 hour of writing every morning for a month, getting marketing and editor the next month, making a marketing plan, making a strategic plan to launch a book, making a media plan.
Mm.
Um, and then every month it was just like one new challenge, but you figure it out as you go. You have, and this is one thing that really helped me, and it would have literally been impossible for me to launch this book without all the knowledgeable persons who would have done things already, dealing in different aspects of it well, who have helped me in it, you know? So there's
Right.
somebody who's launched a book before, giving me
Yeah.
expert advice. Somebody who's doing marketing. So Ken is helping me with marketing, expert advice. I didn't go to like a friend who does media. Nah, I went to somebody who works in corporate communications and I said, yo, this is what I'm trying to do. And they said, cool, let's make a plan. And it's when you don't half-ass stuff like that and you're serious and you jump in 100% that you kind of tell yourself and your mind and your body, bro, it's sink or swim. So we either all in, well, we actually all in. So we have to commit and get things done. Because I told you, like, I took out a loan just to finance this book because I told
Wow.
myself, I am not half stepping on something that is coming from me. This is an
Yeah.
expression of what I can do. This is my words. So if I believe in myself, which is something, people, it's actually hard to do to actually fully believe in yourself.
No, it
I
is. It
have to
is.
say, I have to go 100% in. And that really was expressed in the difference with my actions. Because I could tell the difference as when I was just writing the book, as opposed to when I had the loan and the money started to come. I was like, yo, this money is real. Yo, Daniel, like, we can't be playing games. Like, and I could feel the difference in how I thought, the things I did, because once you could commit, yeah, you have no choice. You have no choice. Which
Yeah.
is actually why I had to write about commitment in the book as well. So
Yeah.
is really, the book talks about experiences that I've had, clients have had, all these different types of millennials. And one thing I really wanted to do was to tell your story, my story, your follower stories. But it's impossible to get everybody's story
Sorry.
in one book.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to pick certain stories, draw a parallel, but the way I did it, it's like conversational, it's easy to follow, it's relatable. So that when you listen, you then go into your own brain and think, wow, okay,
I
he's
guess
talking about
in a chicken soup vibe.
chicken soup. It's so sort of, because
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you,
Again, a chicken soup vibe.
because it's like you would listen to the story and all the feedback I'm getting so far is, I hear the story and I just think back, wow, I had something similar in my life. I never thought about it from that angle. And I'm only now realizing because that happened to me or because I made a particular decision, I am actually making decisions today based upon that. And it never clicked. And that was the whole goal of it. I want people, millennials specifically, to know that, hey, we can literally do anything you know. But the reality is that we were grown up a particular way, we went through particular experiences, we think a particular way, and because of that, and because we are not a generation of introspection to actually think about why we do things or what we want,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
can cause destruction and turbulence in our life where we feel
Yeah.
as though we are stuck, we feel
Yeah.
as though we're off the rails, but the fixes are actually very simple,
and and
very
and
straightforward.
and within us, like we can fix ourselves. Like I
Mm-hmm.
totally understand. I wanted to draw back to when you said because I read this in a book actually. I'm a true believer of people myself. I believe like
Mm-hmm.
if this bottle green and I see it red, trust me, I'm going down in the red. I'm going paint it red, whether it gain
Yeah.
red, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in the book said that it does not matter the how. Like the how doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things. Like if you say you want to be a well-renowned, famous author, best-selling book, big makeup empire, older Kylie Jenner, whoever the fuck it is, like, you will get it. Like, believe me, you are going to get it. You know, and I just love how you talk. Like, I love I could see the coach in him. I could see the coach, you know.
Yeah, that's always coach mode. Literally always
And we
coach
have
mode.
to have these inner coaches to ourselves, because after we get this nice coaching from the great millennial mind, you know, we have to actively do it. Because Daniel could come and tell me, yeah, Angel, I believe in you. You could do this, that, da, 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 da. But if I don't commit and be intentional and deliberate with my steps in moving forward, there is no change. There is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so
You're right.
I love how you broke it down, you know, about the how, and the how doesn't matter, and how you juxtapose the story of beach festival and when you just started writing, and you was just like, money just come in, and you're like, okay, all right, okay, guys, it's serious, it's happening, come on, get out, you know. I love it. I love it. I love it. So the next question I have for you is, with the, I heard you spoke about your marketing campaign. Well, I know COVID was not anticipated for you.
Oh, yeah, nah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
So,
You know what's so funny?
two things. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I feel like the answer will be able to any questions anyway.
Yeah, because we really flow. But two things. So, did the planning, is this the actual dates for the debut, or is this the adjusted dates? And is the adjusted date supposed to be on your birthday, or was that even more of a coincidental thing?
Okay, so I am Mr. Planner. Like, when I wrote this book and I was finished with that draft in October, November, I made the plans. The original plan was the book goes live April 16th, the day after my birthday. And the actual book launch event would be on my birthday. So it was going to be a whole celebration of my birthday
and
the book.
Right.
And I was going to do it at my old school, Fatima, in the hall, you know, give donations back to Fatima, use Old Boys as music and entertainment and host. And I was only going to invite, you know, a select few amount of people to make it really special. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, when I planned this out, it was perfect. Like, I already had 600 people RSVP'd and I needed 400. It was like real serious. And COVID happened, and I always tell clients, you know, think about your worst case scenario when you're trying to make a big decision, and you will notice that the worst thing that can happen to you is really not that bad. And I felt like a real jack because I had not put in my, you know, worst case scenario
the
pandemic. Exactly. So,
like, what the fuck?
So I am usually okay with, you know, being adaptable, but this one hit me for 6. Yeah. And I have to say, you know what? Let me take a little break. Take a little 5 days. No, I am a millennial as well, you know. I am not exempt from the conditionings, the negative things that we do, the positives. I am right there with us. So when people tell me they feel a certain way, I'm like, listen, bro, I'm right there with you. I just binge watch Netflix. I don't want to do anything as well. I'm not telling you this thing because I think they're going, okay, I say, I work because I do it all the time. Right? So I took my week off. Yeah. And I did nothing. I played games, I talked to family, I catch up with friends, you know, talk to my doctor friends on the front line, make sure they're okay. And I just sulk and I say, let me just let this negativity, let this sadness, come in, and then let it just leave.
You have to give
and
it
after that week off,
like, I definitely identify with what you're saying, because I am the same. Like, I was like, I feel like I'm talking to the male version of myself, and I know, like, my son looks like me, so I'm like, I think he's going to be just like me, because you are just like, I'm connecting in reality with you right now. Like, I definitely go through these things just like you.
Yeah. And like, even now, because I'm going to send people a free worksheet on, you know, how to adjust to COVID. Part of it is, just let yourself normalize to the fact that this is our new normal right now. Trying to fight that by forcing yourself to do what you would normally do will actually make it harder for you to do what you have to do. Take that time, you know. So I took that time, and then I just took a step back and I looked at it and I said, you know, what is my new objective? Because my objective from before was not going to work, right? And honestly, yeah, and the way I work is when I get that moment of silence, that moment of stillness, what I need comes. Just like when the book ideas came. And I had that moment and I just said, yo, just do a virtual event. Just do every single thing you were going to do, but make it virtual. Have everybody join in so that we're all still social distancing. And this way you have the possibility of getting more viewers.
Yeah.
You can still be innovative. And honestly, it will be the first of its kind. So you can actually get people, excited for it.
Of course. And guess what? Guess what, Daniel? What does everybody have right now that is in common? Time.
Oh my god.
Time to read.
Time.
Okay.
Not only time to read, You know what people did, people didn't realize.
So you know what? Your whole COVID campaign, your whole campaign has been adaptable from the get-go with COVID. And you just didn't even realize.
Like when it clicked, I was like, yo, this just makes sense. And you know what actually made it so much easier is because everybody is home. When I say send the book to somebody who has a large following, they would actually read it because they had nothing to do. When I hit up this company and say, yo, I'm doing something innovative, jump on board, they will reply because it had nothing going on and they're just like, what are we doing? So I got Unit Trust Corporation to sponsor this event. That was never happening if it was a physical event because they have too much stuff. Trust me, I know them. They have a thing going on.
Yeah.
So it's like rephrasing and turning the negative situation that we're in to make it positive, which is not easy. I can't wait for your
next book because your next book won't have this story in it.
I have actually, it's so funny, I've already come up with some names for the new book and some chapters. I don't think I've debuted it anywhere, but you know what? I will tell you, you let me know what you think. I want to call it the Millennial Mind because it's going to be the Millennial Mind series, but it's going to be called Traversing the Gray Area. And basically it's going to talk about, we enter adulthood and we think that life is black or white, but we don't realize that it's really all gray.
It's a transitional period.
Yeah. And we all have our specific gray area. And then when you are able to now understand what you can control, then you will be able to control what you want for yourself. And the only thing you can really control is our thoughts, our minds, our actions. Because everybody want to control everything. They want to control the man. They want to control the job, the manager. And they spend so much time and stress and tense up their body and beat up because they're not getting people or things to do what they want.
If
they'll not take that energy and turn it on themselves and say, how can I control myself? How can I control my emotions, my mind? Then you can actually do the things I need to do. You know what? I'm going to send you a copy of this book. I'm just going to have you read this. And we're going to have a nice chat about
it. We should have been talking a long time. I've now realizing this.
We was playing the pool. This ain't making no sense. We were just playing the pool. But we go fix that now. We fixing that from today.
We fixing now. But and strange enough, going through this whole season of COVID, I went through that same thing, that gray area that I was getting upset because I can't control this one. I can't. None of us seeks to control, but sometimes you're like, why this person just can't think like this? Why this person can't? But you know what? Whether this person think negatively or positive, that is not your fucking business. You have to focus on you, because when you focus on the fact that person thinking negative, guess what? You are thinking negative right now. You are transcending or welcoming that negative energy. So you're like, you know what? Sometimes you just have to leave. Not sometimes. You should always leave and let go. Just leave and let go. If that person or that career or that opportunity is for you, it's going to come your way. It will.
Yeah.
It will. So how much for the book?
How much for the book? So
big question.
I'm in partnership with Pt2.
Right.
So they'll be printing my book locally. They actually started today, so everybody that pre-orders getting it. So the book is $146.25.
Okay.
Pt2. And then of course if people want, delivery, they could always pay more. I really like them just because, with Amazon, there are a lot of drawbacks.
Okay.
Like, most people don't have cards to now go and purchase something abroad. And then
Yeah.
some people don't even have Skybox accounts to get it sent here. So I was really pleased when I met them, and we had a conversation, and that we'll do the print on demand here. And then if you want to do the ebook, you could always do the ebook through Amazon. That's $9.99 US. And the
Good.
book on
Okay.
Amazon is
Because
like
I will do
18.
that. I listen, on my iPad there, like I'm
Yeah,
a reader. I read
yeah.
a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a
Mm-hmm.
lot, a lot, a lot. As I always say, well actually I read this in a book. The richest have the wealthiest have the biggest libraries, and the poorest have the biggest TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So I always tell people that, like, if you wanna grow, you have to personally grow. But how do you do that? You have to edify yourself. So
Yeah.
honestly, you just want to make a decision. Some people be like, "Well, I don't like to read." You could do an audio book, but you had to
They
start.
have no
Once you
excuses. They have
start,
no excuses.
you'll be good. You'll be good. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
I will definitely be getting a copy, but I will do it soft copy because I ain't like the pages thing.
Yeah,
Um,
no worries. And I really appreciate that.
but I'm
And just
so
before you move on, I actually wanted to say that point you said about reading. I really liked it because I could honestly say, because I was on a reading mission last year, so read like 40 books or something. If
serious.
I hadn't read like 10 of those books that I
Mm.
read while I was doing that whole reading thing, I would have never been able to write this book.
Wow.
So when I tell people reading is important, like, it's no joke. You could get the next business idea, you could start the next company, you could write a book, you could
Yeah.
connect the dots to like
You
strengthen a
know,
relationship.
I'm sure
It
you
is
saw the
power.
difference to how you relate to people as well. Like it
Mm.
gives you a boost of confidence to
Mhm.
widen your diction.
Yeah.
Just express yourself in a more intellectual way that is just a little, that's
Yeah, so it's not
better.
just all these surface.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could actually
yeah.
go deeper with the conversations.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my Trinity slang. It was a scene what all going on, but at the end of the day, when you're in certain settings, you have to learn certain language. Like that's just the thing. You have to.
Mhm.
You have to.
Definitely.
So Danielle, we have a game we play before you go. So I
Game.
will say three
Okay.
words to you, and from the top of your head, you give the best advice to the audience that you can. All right, ready?
So you got 3 words